It was really a function of changes going on in the business. In the US, there's been an explosion of networks and channels and platforms all wanting their own original programming. And I think pretty quickly, everyone came to the same conclusion. To make those economics work, you have to own a lot of your own content.
We're a collection of some small, some medium-sized, some big production companies. So there's 120 production companies in the group. So it's not one entity. And I think, given that creativity can spring from everywhere, and you look now at how, whether it's drama from South Korea or Israel or whatever, the old kind of dynamics of Anglo-Saxon and maybe a bit of Holland, because that's where Big Brother came from, is totally changed. So I think for us, you know, we're present in 30 countries. Having deep local roots with local producers gives us a real edge and a really exciting way of looking at content.
Well, TVN was a business set up by pioneers, and then it became a public company. And now with the takeover from Scripps Networks Interactive, we have become again a private company, allowing us to develop our business a bit less in the eye of the public.
We sold a part of our company and became partners with Entertainment One about 6 months ago. And one of the things that I had said to them was that I was very, very interested in being a part of selling the shows that we create. I didn't want just to have a show that was sold by the sales team. I wanted to be a part of it. I want to know the buyers. I want to listen to what they have to say. And so hopefully this will be my first of many years here at MIPCOM.
I actually built an online video platform called Go Viral, European platform that we sold to AOL 5 years ago. As AOL acquired that business, the deal was I should integrate it and then I would probably go off and become an entrepreneur again. They convinced me to stay on, to become the CEO of Huffington Post and really build HuffPost, which at that point in time was an American business, into a global media business. I did that. It's now in 15 countries. It touches 200 million people on a monthly basis.
We had run an independent studio for 15 years where we sold to nearly every platform. We were beginning to find that a little harder to achieve because people did want to own their own content instead. And over at the network, you know, we always had a close relationship with the Fox network. We were beginning to see that they were having trouble getting outside suppliers to come in with their best projects because those companies were supplying their own sister networks and cable networks. So it just seemed to us that it was time to bring the two divisions together to improve communication and make a more streamlined approach to getting our best content on Fox.
We can do things that as a public company are difficult to explain, i.e. go into investments for minority stakes in startups, reinforce production with a longer-term horizon, turning from the linear world into the nonlinear world, things that take a couple of years and do not immediately show the profits that a public company has to prove every quarter.
I think ultimately, at the end of the day, the two shareholders, which are 21st Century Fox on one side and Apollo, who are private equity, both had these investments that they've made, and both of them really highly value IP and the importance of brands. And I think together, they saw in a very global world these days where sometimes you kind of license globally, it's not territory by territory anymore. Putting these two together who were both doing brilliantly, it wasn't like one was doing really badly and then the other had to be fixed, made them very strong, and it means that you can sit at the table with the big guys and have a very direct conversation.